back to my channel. My name is Hope Taylor and I am a photographer serving both Charleston and Savannah, and this YouTube channel is where I usually share education for photographers as well as a little bit of a peek into my life living in the Low Country. Happy Halloween! This video is going live on Halloween. I'm not a huge Halloween person. I'm a big fall person, but not so much Halloween. I don't even think we're doing anything or dressing up. But I thought that we would do something a little bit different, a little bit fun today that is not my usual photography educational content. I try to sprinkle in personal videos and vlogs and things like that here and there. And I've done like my makeup routine and things like that just because the people on Instagram want to know. If you don't follow me there, you should. I try to answer questions like this there. But people have been asking me lately about my like skincare, my makeup, my lipsticks, like silly things like that. And I actually have been trying to step up my game in the skincare and beauty department. And so I have all my favorite, I'm looking this way because all my favorite products are sitting over here. So these are all new products in the last few months that I have just absolutely loved and have become like holy grail products for me that I use all the time. So I'm going to talk you through my new fall favorite beauty products. I think there's like 15 or so, and I'm going to link them all in the description below. But before I dive into this, since this is not my usual content, I would actually really love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. As we get closer to the beginning of a new year, I have been thinking more about YouTube and my strategy and my videos and what I want this channel to look like for you guys, because there's been like some changes on the back end of this. The guy that I've worked with for forever, one of my closest friends, Josh, is moving to the other side of the country, so I have now been filming these by myself. I've been trying to film them a little bit more in real time for you so that I can create content that's a little bit more relevant and a little bit more timely and hopefully more valuable for you. But I would just love to hear in the comment section from y'all, why did you subscribe to this channel in the first place? What's your favorite kind of content to watch? Are you here only for the photography stuff, or do you enjoy the vlogs and the more personal stuff sprinkled in? I'm in kind of a fun season of life, well, a very fun season of life where we're planning our wedding. I'm engaged. We have so many exciting life things happening that I enjoy sprinkling that in on the channel, but I would just love to hear what would make these videos most valuable to you. What is your favorite content of mine that I've shared? Are you a senior photographer and that is the stuff that's the most helpful? Are you a wedding photographer but you watch to get tips and tricks on gear and camera settings and things like that? Are you just following along because you want to see all the things and all the life things too? It would just be really helpful to hear from you in the comments and let me know what I can do to make this channel as helpful and valuable as possible. But now let's dive in. Let's be a little fun here. So I have actually had some issues with my skin lately. I have like just had some hormonal related breakouts, I think, like all along my like jawline right here and my chin, and it's been driving me insane. So I recently decided that I wanted to really step up my skincare, and I have totally I shouldn't jinx that, knock on something. I have really helped with the breakouts that I was having. I have like no texture on my skin right now, which is huge because it's been a hot mess for a while. And so I had been using the Clinique like 3-step process, the face wash, the toner, and the moisturizer, literally since like middle school, and I had never changed it. And I decided that I'm in my late 20s now, I should probably start doing like a more intensive skincare routine that has some like anti-aging elements and just really help with the overall texture because I was having some serious issues. So we're gonna start there. And I literally walked into Ulta and was just like, I don't really know where to start, but I'm going to try to find kind of like I think it's like a 3 or 4 step process, including an eye cream to really step things up. So we'll start with the makeup remover. It's actually all the way over here. Because I was using my Clinique face wash as a makeup remover and a cleanser, which I think a lot of people do. But I do wear enough makeup that doing just one wash with that face wash wasn't actually getting everything off of my skin. I still had like mascara smeared under my eyes and like foundation still on my face in some places. So this is what I now use to actually melt off my makeup. So this is step 1 before I ever actually cleanse my face. And this is the brand Drunk Elephant, which I had actually never used before at all, but I saw a lot about on TikTok. And so this is called their Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. So it smells amazing, but it's not really strongly scented, but it's literally like a balm. And so what you do is you take this little spoon thing that comes with it and you scoop out a tiny bit and you rub it all over your face and it literally melts your makeup off. Like there's that's exactly how I would describe it. And then you just rinse it off with water, and it takes everything off of my skin. So this is kind of step one to be sure that I'm getting the thick foundations and things off of my skin before I actually cleanse, because like I said, I wasn't doing that for a really long time. And this in itself has made a big difference. I can just see that my skin is like brighter and more clear because it's not having makeup seeping into my pores all night while I'm sleeping, because I'm not actually taking my makeup off like I thought I was. And then my actual cleanser that I've been using is a recommendation from my friend Erica, and I just got the sample size because I wanted to be sure I really liked it. And I've been using this for probably a month or more now, and I still have a ton left, but this is the Kale and Green Tea Superfood Cleanser by Youth to the People is the brand. And I have been loving this. It is really, really good for your skin. It has a bunch of really healthy ingredients in it. I'm not a skincare guru. I just know that it's good for you. And it's vegan, but it has really been helping to clear my skin. Like, I use the balm first, take all my makeup off, and then just use the tiniest bit of this, like a dime size amount, to actually cleanse my face, and my skin is just so clean to start for the rest of my routine. So I just had to run and get this from the bathroom because I forgot to bring it in here. This is the next step of my skincare process. This is actually the first thing that I added into my skincare routine. So I was still using the Clinique cleanser for a while, but I just added this in, and this alone made a huge, huge difference. So this is the Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid cleanser. So this is basically a chemical exfoliant, and what I do is I just put it on a little cotton pad and I rub it over my skin, and it gets any of the excess stuff that's left on my face. If there's any makeup or dirt or anything in my pores left over, it gets that out, and it also starts to exfoliate. It's a chemical exfoliant, which I like a lot better than an actual gritty, like physical exfoliant that has like the little beads in it, because that's a little rough on my skin. I have very sensitive skin, but this is the perfect amount of exfoliant. So this is step 2, cotton pad, rub it all off. So the next step is that I have 2 eye creams that I've been using, not at the same time. I've just been kind of trying them both, and I'm pretty sure this one is significantly more expensive, but I actually think I like this one better. I've only been using them for about a month, but this one is the Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C Bright Eye Gel. So I actually use this at night and in the morning. And then this one is by Sunday Riley. It's the Autocorrect Brightening and Depuffing Eye Contour Cream. And they both do an amazing job, and I should probably use them longer before I decide which one I like better. This one smells really good and just feels a little bit lighter, and then this one kind of has more of a shimmery tone to it that does give you like an instant brightening. So if you're wanting something that you can like leave the house with it on and see results with, then I would say this. But then this one sits overnight, and I feel like actually does better and feels lighter on my skin. So kind of different uses, but so far this is the top dog. And then this is the other thing that I added in that has made the biggest difference, and it is a retinol. And do I fully understand what retinol is? No. Did everybody on TikTok tell me that I needed to add it into my skincare routine? Yes. And it really has made a massive difference. And in the last 2 weeks, I actually have started applying this just directly to my skin instead of mixing it with a moisturizer. They say if your skin is sensitive, a retinol can be a little bit aggressive and cause some redness. So I kind of like diluted it with moisturizer for a while, but I've been putting it directly on my skin, and it has been helping a ton with the texture and the breakouts. So this is a 0.5% retinol from Junk Elephant. I'm not even gonna try to say all of the words on the front of this, but it is their like starter retinol that is meant to be more gentle for sensitive skin. So I do like 3 drops of this, and I focus a lot in this area where my breakouts have been, and then kind of my T-zone into my forehead. Love it. It's amazing. It lasts forever. This is a huge bottle to only use 2 or 3 drops a day. And it really has made a huge difference. So if you have sensitive skin like me, maybe start by mixing it into your moisturizer and then start directly applying it to your skin if it responds well to that. And then the last step, I hate that I love this because it's so expensive, but I am obsessed with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. And if you watch any like YouTubers or makeup people on TikTok or anything, you've probably seen this. It is a very luxury brand, and I bought the sample size to try, and I loved it enough that I bought the big one, and I've now rebought it 3 times because that's how much I love it. It just makes your skin feel like glass. Like, it is so just smoothing and light at the same time somehow, and it just feels amazing. It smells amazing. It comes with this cute little spoon. You just do a little scoop. And so I do this in at night and in the morning. So this is my last step. I put this on top of the retinol cream, and then I do in the morning, I just use this face wash to wash one more time, and then I do a thin layer of this before I put on my makeup. So that's the updated skincare routine. I've been loving it. I will report back with updates at some point in my life, but those are my favorite skincare things right now. And then I have a couple other very random products over here that I'm going to show you just because I really love them lately. So you have for sure heard of this if you watch any beauty guru person ever. It's the Laneige lip mask. This is the vanilla scent, and I hate that I love this too. Like, I don't want to have to buy this. I don't have to buy it, obviously, but I don't want to love it as much as I do. I just do. So it's basically like the most buttery, soft, creamy, delicious, wonderful lip mask that you put on before bed, and you wake up and your lips feel like butter, and then it just becomes a routine, and then you can't live without it because your lips feel dry, and I'm pretty sure that's the whole shtick. That's how they make all their money, but it's amazing, and I love it. So I do that along with the skincare. And then I also swear by these now. These are the Mighty Patch, the Pimple Patches. These are like the OG Pimple Patch. If you've never used a pimple patch, they're gonna change your life. But basically, you stick it right on your pimple and you sleep with it on, and it sucks all of the gunk out of your pimple to the point that you like wake up and you can kind of see on the back. It's like in the patch, like you can see the nasty stuff that's come out of your pimple. And I love popping pimples. That's so gross. I've never said that on this channel. I love it. And so this is so satisfying to like stick on your pimple and you wake up the next morning and your pimple's gone, but you can see what came out of it. It's gross. It's disgusting. It's wonderful. But these really work. I've used a few different pimple patch brands, and these really work. And I've gotten Hayden hooked on them too. Like, we both use these. Swear by them. Love them to death. And then this is the last like skin related thing. But I used to use, lip gloss just fell. I used to use the Urban Decay setting spray, and I still do sometimes, but I have been loving this Dewy Set Mist by Anastasia. It is more of a dewy finish, and so it makes your skin look kind of shiny. And when my skin is doing well, I love that dewy, shiny look, and so this has been what I have been using instead of the Urban Decay setting spray, and I really, really love it. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna talk about is these 4 new lip products that I have absolutely been loving. This is the question I get the most on Instagram out of any photography related question ever. Everybody wants to know about lipsticks because I feel like it's hard to find a really good lip combination that you can kind of love and wear daily that goes with everything. And I think I have found that for myself. So this is the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Ulta Beauty. So it is the like Ulta exclusive color, but I've been really loving it as kind of a daily nude. It's like a very pinky nude, but it's really neutral to what I have on right now. And I feel like it goes really well with like my fair skin. And so been loving this lately, and I have been topping it with this, is it Buxom? I don't know how to say that. Buxom? Who knows? But the full-on plumping lip cream. So it is a lip gloss that has plumping agents to it, but it's not one of those ones that like burns. You don't really feel like it's doing that much, but it does make your lips look really, really shiny and delicious. And so this combination is what I have on right now, and it's what I've been loving for like a daily use. And then these, if you have not heard of these, they are a great time. This is the Tarte Juicy Lip Maracuja, I'm gonna say that wrong. But they are basically like a lip gloss meets a chapstick. I don't even know how to explain them, but they are the most buttery and opaque lip product I have ever used. Like, I'm gonna put it on my hand like I'm Jaclyn Hill or a beauty blogger, but like, look at that. Do you see that? That was just one swipe of this, and it's a gloss, but the color is like, it's just so good. So I've been using this just by itself on days where I wear lighter makeup or don't want as bright of a color. Love it, 10 out of 10. And then this has been my new go-to recently for my like no makeup days where I still want a little bit of color on my lip, but this combination would just be way too much. This is the Winky Lux Watermelon something. They have a bunch of different shades of it. It doesn't have a name on here, but it's the little Winky Lux lip things, and they're kind of sheer. I don't know if you can see that, but it is apparently supposed to adjust to your like skin tone and your pH, and it does its own custom color is like what they say. I don't think that's true. But it's like the perfect sheer kind of amount of color. You really can't even, I'm gonna break it. You really can't even see it on my hand, but it's the perfect tiny little pop of color that's like completely weightless. Almost feels like water. Like, it's just so weightless, but gives you that perfect little pop of pink on your lips if you're doing a no makeup look or like going to the beach or something like that. So those 4 are my new favorite lip things, and then I just have 2 more, and they are like not makeup related, but this is the, I never say this right, the thick hair treatment mask. This TikTok got me on this one too. It is a deep conditioning treatment that you leave in your hair for like 10 to 15 minutes. So I do it like in the shower, and then I like sit in a bubble bath with it in, and it really works. Like, it makes my hair feel incredible. That was gross. One of my hairs is on that. I am so sorry. Real life. But it is so like thick and creamy and smells delicious, and it makes a huge difference, especially for damaged hair, which mine has been. I'm trying to grow it out for the wedding, so we've been trying to do a lot of good hair care, and it's expensive, and another one of those things that I wish I didn't love, but I do. And I've only bought it once. I only do it like once every 2 or 3 weeks, but it really makes a difference, and it's amazing and just smells so good. And then the last thing is kind of silly, but it's now become something that I rebuy all the time, anytime I'm in Ulta, and it is the Soap and Glory brand, the body lotion, and then also the body wash. If you have not seen this brand in Ulta, it has its own cute little like vignette, and it's all pink, which I love. But the smell, I had walked by it so many times and never stopped to smell it, and it's amazing. It smells so good. One of my friends, Haley, was using it at my house, and I was like, what is that? I need it. And it smells incredible. So I use this and the body wash now, and they actually have it at some CVS and pharmacies too, and I swear by it. Like, it is now my favorite thing. It smells so good. Hayden even thinks it smells amazing. Love it. 10 out of 10. So those are my updated fall beauty favorites. I know this feels so random on this channel, but I've been getting so many questions, and I've seen such good results with the skincare stuff that I thought it was worth sharing. Boone is scratching. He tries to dig into the base of my table while I'm filming. But everything is linked in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. I would seriously love to chat with you in the comment section about what videos you would like to see me film more of on this channel. I so appreciate you having here. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers. Thanks so much for watching, and I will be back with more education next week. Bye, guys.